Well, good day, folks. It's your boy Ferris here, and this is my channel for real fragrances, where I bring you fragrance reviews of fragrances that I like, niche house fragrances, fragrances that you may or may not know about. And up on deck next is what we have a fragrance. We have a fragrance from a fragrance house that I've been looking at for the past couple of years now, but been afraid to pull the trigger on them because you buy something, you're stuck with it. But once I saw the notes on this, again, always buy the samples first before you be stuck with something that you think smells really, really bad. But this time I looked up and really got lucky with this one, because when I read the notes this time, stuff actually smelled really, really good. And it is a new release from the house of Happyland Fragrances. It is called Hinterland. Now, Hinterland is the land behind the celebrates the transition of summer to autumn and can easily be worn in both seasons for any occasion. The notes are citruses, musk, white florals, herbal notes, woods, almond, ambergris, and a dash of honey. And let me tell you something. This stuff right here, let me get you. I always get you to focus. This stuff right here, man. This stuff smells so good. You can get all those fragrances. You wouldn't think something like this would matter, but again, this smells really, really, really good. And on top of that, they have this really, really nice atomizer that gives you a nice spray. Backhand, this don't smell like anything, but I'm gonna show you the spray on this. Good, strong misting spray. Now they've had some, I think they've had some more releases and stuff like that on their site. Let me see. What have they had? They have their new arrival, Inlandish, and a new arrival, Signature Gold, and Inlandish Solid. Well, they have solids as well. They do have solid perfumes and solid solid perfumes, solid colognes that are supposed to stay on your skin. But even though I just did this, I don't really spray fragrances on my skin. I have one skin. And as a frag head, we're wearing fragrances every day, and we're putting different oils and stuff in our bodies and stuff like that, different chemicals on our bodies. If you do wear them on your skin, that you never know what's going to take a toll on you. So I have one skin. I'm going to buy more clothes. And in fact, in the fact too, that my body always, almost always, even though I did spray that, I'm going to go wash that off, turns it into pee. My body's hot. I don't know what it is. It's always been that way. I'll, be smelling something that smells good and think that smells good, then walk out and, I know I ain't put on nothing that had something pissing in it. What smells like an old lady? Yeah, I'm not saying, because some old ladies smell really good, but I have to stop. I have to stop, but no, not say but that smells really good. And I also got some other samples to go along with it, because I did follow my own advice when I got that. That's because I wanted to see what fragrances that they had on their site, what other I would like. And I got something from them called Homelander. Now, Homelander has a very light yellowish joint to it. And on first smell, this is something that you would have to spray on your clothes like hours before you leave the house. For it to settle, because it don't, on first sprays, don't smell like that. It's kind of strange, kind of weird. it has this whole thing. When it does melt down, it does melt down. It smells like a barbershop. It has a real barbershop bay rum type smell to it. Bay rum powdery smell to it. But up on first spray, it's kabobble. It's pretty tart. It's pretty tart, baby. Smells like an old trunk. Smells like an old trunk with chemicals in it. But once it mellows out, it has a real barbershop-y type smell to it. But in the beginning, I said say old trunk. It smells medicinal. That's what this smells like. It smells medicinal. Along with that, I got another one. Put my hands up, just bring it up, which would be Mad Anthony. Now this one is another one on the front end. Mad Anthony. Let me see. Up on, first spray, not gonna like it too much. You may or may not. You're not gonna like it, but I mean, it has but when you spray it on, it smells like it has, since it has those grass clippings in there. When I sprayed it and let my mom smell it, she said it smells like weed, like marijuana, cannabis. But once it mellows out, it has a on the front end, funky. On the back end, beautiful. Another one of those where you would have to spray and let it mellow out, instead of just heading straight on out into the world and gently warm it. So that is another one that I had tried, that I sampled up. And last on the list of ones that I tried is the El Goodo off their site. This one, when it mellows out, smells great. In the beginning, off the notes, I mean, you can try the samples. It smells a little pissy. But this is when it mellows out, it smells really good. Some of the fragrances on the front end, not so great. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and be like, yeah, that smells really good. No, on the front end, no. Back end, yes. Has plum notes in it. And once it settles in, I mean, it's a beautiful fragrance. On that first spray, it's, they kind of really catch you off guard with that. So I didn't list the notes off of each of those fragrances because you can go to the site, Happyland site, see them for yourself. Again, sample for yourself and see if you like the fragrance. Just look over other people's reviews, kind of get an idea of what they're saying about the fragrances. I'm not one that's going to be a hype man for a fragrance if I think it, smells bad. I'm going to tell you in the beginning what to expect. Now on the back end, these fragrances are beautiful. I won't know you no Happyland haters saying I'm a Happyland hater when I'm a Happyland lover, because that Hinterland smells really, really good from front to back. From front to back, Hinterland smells really, really good. It's just some of the fragrances that they have, some of the notes. If you're really not into some of the fragrances that hit animalic fragrances, that hit herbaceous that hits the herbaceous levels where it, sage, all that other stuff is not really your thing in the beginning, try them first. I'm telling you, it'll be worth it. Where that first blast of fragrance that you get, it may hit you with a couple of different notes and stuff like that may not, but I guarantee you, if you let them mellow out, and I tell you, spray them on paper, let them mellow out, they get really good. So with that being said, this has been your boy Ferris, and this has been my review of my Happyland, little Happyland haul. I've had this for about 2 months, honestly. About 2 months, a month and a half right now. And I got it and kind of got lazy and got to doing other things. I'm not lazy, but I work. And got to doing other things, and instead of reviewing fragrances every day, like I planned on doing, start doing that. So I'll be tired when I get off work, but today is a little bit different. So with that being said, this has been your boy Ferris reminding you guys to be blessed, unstressed, and always, dress to be your best. And this is my channel for real fragrances. And pickety peace. I'm out.